Hello, welcome back. We got the research done in enchantment. That gives us mass regen. I'm head into construction 8 now, why not? Maybe we can forge some artifacts. Or cataclysm hits. Diaportant. Unfortunately, Pythium casts Enchanted Forest this turn. And then we tried to cast Vengeful Water and couldn't bump anything out. Which is a bit unfortunate. So we blew all of our water gems for nothing. And now Pythium has Enchanted Forests up, which is not great. We did some Seeking Arrows. Basically slamming those into Shiniyama to just do some damage to the Maragnon units in Shiniyama. And then Maragnon broke siege as well with all of his units. So we get to see a battle there this turn. And we also get a pretty interesting battle in Black Peaks too. Much bigger than I thought. But I'm going to start with the battle in Comsath first. Sending a lone She-Lord into an empty fort. This is pretty incredible. Maybe I should cast Mist Form first, instead of Blessing first. Because I hope you can see that damage log, because it's pretty impressive. A Slinger fired a stone at us. Hit for -5 plus 34 versus a protection roll of 7 plus 2. We take 20 points of damage. 20 points of damage from this. Pretty extraordinary. Shockingly unlucky. So unfortunately a She-Lord with a Firebrand and a Vine Shield was not enough to take an empty fortress. So there's Comsath. I guess we'll try that again in a second. Some other little exchanges then. But Maragnon broke siege into us with his stack of Sacreds. We did hit this with a few Seeking Arrows though. We have a Witch Hunter with a Fireplate. I wonder if that's mine. Witch Hunter. Witch Hunter. Paladin with a bunch of crazy gear. Champion's Medal. The Precious. Greenstone Armor. Champion's Headband. Wraith Sword. And then tons of Knights of the Chalice. We did kill Mari's Prophet though, so these can't all get blessed. We are on a hillside with some skeletons. 2 devils. And Skaha, who's going to do some Wind of Death. Mary puts up Heat from Hell. There's the first Wind of Death. There's quite a few of the knights, as you can see. Devils hit the back. Wind of Death does also hit all of our undead stuff. But you know, they're undead. There's another Wind of Death. Lots of decay going on. Guys are aging at an extreme rate. There's another Wind of Death. We have a few geared She-Lords running around chopping people as well. Another Wind of Death. I'm surprised some of these guys don't get hit. Or maybe you do get hit, actually. No, you didn't. Interesting. You're currently stunned. Looks like we cleared out the back line though. So there we go. These guys continuing to decay. So that was Shiniyama. Killed all of the Witch Hunters, the Paladin, 136 out of 138 Knights of the Chalice. Not bad. Got a bunch of items too. We did lose some of our Boreal Priests, and we lost one of the She-Lords as well. Not sure where that happened exactly. And all of the junk. I guess the Devils are quite nice, it's a shame to lose those. But the rest of it is just soulless, long dead and corpse constructs. So all in all, not bad. It's pretty interesting that Skaha gets no kills from that. But, I mean, that's, what, 136 Knights of the Chariots, they're 50 gold each, so that's, what, 6,000 gold or something? I'm pleased. We also found, let's see, we found the Precious. We found the green armor as well, I think. Yeah, greenstone armor. That's pretty cool. Well, that takes care of most of Marinon's stuff anyway. We also stormed into the fortress in Black Peaks. I thought this was empty. It's not empty. It's nowhere near empty. I thought there'd be, like, very little stuff here. We actually have quite a few mages. Pretty big communion. There's a Earth Troll. It's a good job I actually gave out all the gems to this army and, you know, got at least a few of our spells up. Storm is pretty good. There's Relief, and we've got Fog Warriors too. There's Howl as well. And did we do anti-magic? I think we did anti-magic. Maybe not, actually. No, we did. Okay. And there's Solar Brilliance too. You can hear the Dust to Dusters in the front as well. There's the Thunder Strikes. Yeah, you can see all the mages back here. Dealing with Howl Wolves at the moment. We have a lot of geared Shearlords that are doing melee too. Just randomly tanking Thunderstrikes. I think they all cast, yeah, they all cast Protection from Lightning on turn 1 though. That's their first turn script, so they all have 10 chakras at least. Some of them have items too. So the spill from Thunderstrike, you know, mitigate that a bit. There goes an Earthquake then. Do you know what? I'm not sure who cast that. I assume it's him, but I mean, who knows? We do have a big Earthcaster who... Can you cast Earthquake off script, or is it one of those spells that the AI doesn't choose? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go back and check who cast that and update you. I feel like it was probably the Troll though, right? Probably the Troll cast Earthquake. Anyway, our melee Shearlords are cleaning up now pretty effectively. So another nice result. It's always gratifying when these guys clean up in melee. Oh, there's Brian too, who's berserk. Yeah, I forgot, he probably shouldn't even be in combat, should he? He should just be sitting in a fortress doing some spells and research. Oh, whatever, he's having fun. So there's Black Peaks, yeah. We lost 2 Shaman, unfortunately. And 20 Corpse Constructs. 1 of the Dinyashi. That's it, though. 403 kills for the Shearlords. 173 for the Aetherlord who did Solar Brilliance. But yeah, a ton of stuff. 24 Thaumaturgs, a White Mage, a Troll King, 2 Windmasters, 2 Grand Thaumaturgs. There's so much more in that fort than I thought. I thought this was basically an empty fort, so yeah. There's also a unit White Mage. Interesting. Yeah, so, you know, good stuff. Besides that, we have Battle in Nom. This is a big stack of stuff marching towards us. We had a Shearlord here. Unfortunately, the Shearlord we sent here, apparently I forgot to give this guy his script. So he just does spellcasting, which actually isn't that bad. He tanks for a while, does some lightning strikes, does some shockwaves as well, which clears out lots of stuff, as you can see. The big issue though is that he never actually casts Mist Form. And it feels like this guy could have probably cleared out quite a lot of stuff, but he just, once Glamour goes down, he starts getting hit and just dies really quickly. I feel like if he'd had Mist Form, he might have actually carried on killing stuff for quite a while. Bit unfortunate. But yeah, that's in Nom now. We also got mind hunted again this turn. Lying still in the dirt got killed. Feels like Slurry has way more luck mind hunting than Pythium did. I wonder if he's got a caster with a bunch of penetration somewhere. Because yeah, we're just losing a Shielded every turn now, which kind of sucks. I'm going to try and forge some magic resist gear for them going forwards. But yeah, lost 2 Shielders this turn. That's kind of unfortunate. Fairy Mountains, though, we moved into with the Crusher and the Escorts, no problems there. Verdant Steppe we took back as well. And yeah, we had that unfortunate accident in Comsath. And this walked into us in Black Peaks before the Fort Storm. But it doesn't actually do anything, it's just one little Thaumaturg. So I'm not sure what it was. And that's it for battles. I mean, so we wiped out a big Shinu stack and another big Solaria stack, but it's a shame we lost 2 She-Lords. But oh well, I suppose. Eriu, we got a Plague as well. Feels like probably a bit late to be casting that on me, but yeah, I get it. Lombaria, some Fire Gems and a Pearl. Lost Lands, some Earth Gems. Verdant Steppe, some income. Shinu, we are down to moderately damaged. I assume that that was everything Mary had in there, though. That probably just broke Siege, so probably empty now. Although I thought this was empty as well, and that's how that turned out, so I don't know. I'm assuming that Tsunayama's empty now. Terram's unharmed, which is this fort I was just sitting on randomly. Fortunately, Comsath is still breached, even though we stormed it and lost. So I'm sending another Shield over to take that with Mistform on turn 1 instead of Blessing, I suppose. So that's fine. And yeah, that's it for messages. So here's the map now. Pythium, yeah, now has Strands, Arcane Nexus, and Enchanted Forest. Strands and Enchanted Forest is a really nice combo. But I am still trying to spam temples as much as possible. Our Dominion is pretty strong throughout the world still, even though we are still on only 8 Dominion. But I'm doing my best with temples. We've got another temple down in Grey Forest this turn. I would have built one in Villia this turn, but I don't know, this seems a bit too threatening in this region at the moment, so he's going somewhere where it's a little bit less hot. Put some temples down over here instead. That'll be fine. But yeah, we have an awful lot of forests in our territory. So Enchanted Forest might really start pressuring us. We'll see though, I guess. Okay, so down here, Shinu, we have tons of death gems now. I could probably empower Skahat and make a death face, or skull face, whatever it's called. First up though, there are some reinforcements here. So I'm going to hit Bonelands with a bunch of Seeking Arrows this turn. Just trying to like root this stack here. And I'm just sending Skahat over to do some Wind of Death on it. So, fingers crossed this works again. We just wipe out these remaining units. I don't have much here in the way of escorts, just got a couple of corpse constructs. But we just need to cast Wind of Death a few times and hopefully we'll clear this out. Then Skahat can go and empower herself, I suppose. And that should be fine. And that should resolve things in this area. Maybe I can try and walk up Maragnon's throne after that, which I assume is this one. I could be wrong though. Definitely still have one, right? Yeah, they've got one somewhere. I think it must be that. So maybe I could try walking at that. It's quite a few movements, but he might be clearing out his army pretty effectively at this point. Who knows? That's the plan there, though. The stuff that just took part in that battle now has a bunch of items. We got, like, one of our She-Lords died, which dropped a bunch of items, and we killed a bunch of stuff that had, you know, the Greenstone Armor and the Precious and stuff. We also just don't need many Thug items in this area anymore. So these guys are all just moving to Great Dunes to put all the items in a lab, so that we can put them on more of the stuff over here, which is where it's more useful. So, yeah, this should all be fine. Real shame we didn't get Vengeful up again. Probably not going to try that again. Although we do still make 17 water gems a month, and I could alchemize a bunch of stuff, I suppose. If I wanted to try knocking something out just before Cataclysm hits, I mean, maybe. This priest's going to go to Light Hills, put temples there. This is a bit big. It doesn't look too bad, though, because the mages are just Thaumaturgs. They don't do much. There is a Bane. Do you have any gear at all? It's got the basic gear. Just the basic gear. Yeah, none of these guys are too impressive. Bunch of thaumaturgs and little priest guys, cultists. So it's not too bad. A couple of shielders can probably bump into that and take it if they're mist-formed and regenning. So I'm just going to try and dodge it for a second. We've got a new shieldlord here. And the guy who was on Terram. And we have Bathtub Photography who's got the Wraith Crown. I'm moving this guy away to replace his water-breathing ring with a Amulet of Anti-Magic. Bit worried he's going to get mind hunted this turn, because he's, you know, by far the most expensive shieldlord in terms of the items he's wearing, but mostly because of this thing, which we got for free. So I'm going to try and get him safely to get some anti-magic items. In general, I'm just going to try and put some more anti-magic items on people. And yeah, try and deal with this. Might just, might cloud trap like 4 or 5 shieldlords into this and see if we can take it out. I think when I move off Terram though, there's a bunch of stuff in here too, so it might form into quite an impressive little stack in a second, so we'll have to see what it looks like next turn. And that leaves this section up here. I'm going to move one guy into Borewoods. This guy does have an anti-magic amulet, so we'll see if he fares any better. Take that. In Farron Mountains I'm building a temple, so I'm just sitting here for a second with Bespoke and his 2 escorts. And the rest of the stack that just took Black Peaks is going to move to Farron now. Got gems again, so got a lot of spells. This guy's doing the Storm. There is also Solar Brilliance. There is not quite a Serpent's Blessing yet, because I didn't have another Nature Gem. But I haven't seen any Foul Vapors yet, so maybe it won't be a problem. Fog Warriors. We've got Howl still. Relief. Yeah, we've got all the important stuff going up, at least. And we do still have the Earth Mage with the stack, who is doing Army of Lead eventually. Also has Earth Gems. So we'll move all that to Farron, and then we'll move on to this throne next turn. See if we can grab that. Fingers crossed. Can't remember what throne that is, but hopefully it's a nice one. How many thrones does Solaria have? Oh, just one, so it's the Throne of Fortune. Okay. Some pearls. Seems good. So that's just the progress over here. And besides that, I think that's everything. Not much else to say. Try and get a temple here next turn. Maybe I can get some more lizards again. We lost a few Communion Slaves each turn, it seems like, so it'd be nice to replace them. But yeah, still doing usual forging. Bone Shield, Girl of Might. Doing Seeking Arrows at Bonelands to hit that Mary stack. Rollblade for my Prophet, who's about to be marching deep into enemy Dominion. Anti-Magic Amulet, Lead Shield. Still doing Corpseman construction in this fort next to Ulm. That's everything. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of stuff in the garrison now, including the bodyguards. I can start putting more stuff into this fort as well in a few turns. Try and resolve this first, and we can split this up between these 2 points. But that is it for turn 72. So I'm really hoping we stall this and wipe it out next turn. I'm hoping we don't have a battle in Farron next turn as well, because I don't have a ton of gems on this army. It would be nice to just have to fight a big fight once. So I'm hoping we go Farron, Tiradir, and then Storm, and Storm's the only battle we have. But I imagine a lot of this stuff is going to move to Tiradir in the next turn. So who knows. That's the turn though. So that was turn 72. Oops, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Relatively simple turn this one. Did some Seeking Arrows, hit some things, which is good. Did some Corpseman construction as usual. 3 battles then. Borewoods took that with no problems with the Sheilord. And Scorpion Cracks took that with no problems with the Sheilord. And Skaha moved into Bonelands. So a bit more difficult this one because these units all just attack immediately. Better when they were on hold and attack. Something go back for that devil at least. You do get 1 Wind of Death off. The corpse constructs don't last very long against the units though. And then we just about get another Wind of Death off. before getting punched, and the Ring of Returning sends us home. And Decay kills, you know, quite a few knights. Not quite all of them, but good enough. Killed over half of them. Killed a paladin as well, which is good. So there's only, what, one leader left in that province? It's probably enough to lead those around, but I don't know. They're not going to do as much damage with only 20 knights. That's something. So there we go. Unfortunately, although Skaha had the Ring of Returning, and only took 1 point of damage, he still managed to lose an arm, which is unfortunate because, of course, you need 2 arms in order to hold a Skull Staff. Which is really bad, because that's a death boost that we need to hold to do anything with Tartarians. So, first things first, she's going to move over to Great Dunes. And I am evacuating everything from Great Dunes, except our 2 healers. So hopefully they can cure her lost arm this turn. That would be useful. That also means we lost her lead shield as well, which is a shame. But yeah, I mean, looks like we've wiped out most of Maragon's stuff over here now, which is good. Events then, Land's End, bit of gold and some blood slaves, some gnomes in Boarwoods, and some gold in Grainport. Not bad. We foresaw that, yeah, in 3 months, Cataclysm hits. And that's basically it for the important stuff. We're trying to siege Shinu with 1 dude. Unfortunately, Comsath started getting repairing while we were just sieging it with 3 cows. That's a bit of a problem. Try and open that up with some more cows. Take care of that. Anyway, that's it for messages. And yeah, this is a relatively simple turn. I'm not sure what people are doing now. Maragon's head has moved. I'm not sure when that happened. So the head's somewhere doing something. Miklan's head has moved. Did I say Maragon? I'm not sure. But Miklan's head has moved somewhere. I'm not sure when I last saw that. That says somewhere on the map. Maybe it's in here? Solaria doesn't seem did anything last turn. We didn't get mind hunted. The stack is still sitting here. But they're definitely still taking their turns. They took their last turn, and they've partially done this turn. I'm not sure what they're doing at the moment. But over in this region, I'm still just, I'm storing up She-Lords to cloud trap on anything that moves aggressively towards us in the next few turns. For the time being, nothing too crazy happening here. In Great Dunes, everything's moving to Shinu to break this open and take it. That should be pretty quick. When you have lots of cows like this, turns out you have a ton of siege strength, so 833. So we'll crack that open, take it, and then should get back to Aasimar in time for Cataclysm. Got the guys just set up to do Storm somewhere, yeah. 1 person does Storm, everyone else just spams Thunder Strikes. So if we do bump anything over here, we should wipe that out pretty easily. But we'll take back Shinu, get back the gold and the gems from it, head back to Aasimar. That'll be the plan there. And up here, Big Stack is heading into Tyradia now. Very similar to everything we've seen over the last few turns. Got some Army of Lead, got some Fog Warriors, Relief, Solar Brilliance, and so on. The new arrival is Mass Regen, being cast by this guy. So I just about had 2 Nature Gems to spare in the army. Oh, actually, this guy's got a couple of spare as well. His Relief's only 1 gem. Mass Regen's only 2 gems. But yeah, we'll throw that in as well. And besides that, just going to walk onto Tyradia. Hopefully storm it next turn. If not, the turn after. And we'll go from there, see what happens. My Prophet is going to be in Black Peaks next turn. He's currently on 30 hit points in our Dominion. Suspect he might have fewer hit points in, what is this? 9 points of enemy Dominion? So I'm forging him, well, we've got a Coral Blade now, and he'll have a Amulet of Giants next turn as well. So the Coral Blade's just waiting for him. So we'll get him some hit points like that. But he might be a bit weak trying to claim this throne. As long as we don't get him in combat though, it's nice that he can stealth around. And he could Cloud Trap as well after we've taken it if I wanted to, but our gems are always at a premium. I'm going to try and save up some gems next turn so that we can Cloud Trap into Solaria if we need to. So for now he's just sneaking over. And I think that's it for this turn. Yeah, when is Cataclysm now? 4 months? I think we should be able to get this. And all moved away from us, because I know he had golems around here last turn. Well, maybe not last turn, but recently. So maybe he's not going to attack this. Which would be nice. I'm still recruiting Sheilas out of these two forts every turn. I think a temple down in Soaked Earth this turn as well, and temple in Light Hills too. We're on Dominion 9 at the moment. Maybe we can get back up to 10, that'd be nice. Anything else? Amulet of Giants, Hydroskin Armor, Shield of Valor. I think that's it for forging. Oh, and yeah, more amulets of anti-magic, another Moonblade, and a lifelong protection as well. Because we're over 40 blood slaves now. How many did we get this turn? 18, yeah. That put us over, so might as well use them while I still have the opportunity to. And that's it for turn 73. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.